Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Or just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Ready? At the 41-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Richardson on 4th down. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick of the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrence's, so many tapped to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the time. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 53 yards. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And now it's blocked. The Colts have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Okay, ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
On first down, Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Jones now in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, 36 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tempo, 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 tempo.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Richardson looking to throw this. Steps away to his left. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is fielded at the 7. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 2nd down, here's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are once again back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. A 3rd down gain of 19. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Colts have yet again retaken the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars back again.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence changing the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
ETN once more.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, it's Richardson. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This taken in by Downs. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is? And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Richardson going on 4th down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching you do it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Again, it's Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 4. Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Richardson back to throw it. He'll let one go deep for downs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that's going to tie the ball game at 34. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road, taking on Baltimore. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one, all tied. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, a run with ETN. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. This now a 3rd and 4. Draw play, ETN. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Run impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Lawrence on target there to Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On second down, here's Lawrence. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it.
National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Jaguars and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you...
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On the counter, ETN down to about the 37. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give, running right, ETN. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
11, Agate.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6, and now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Red on red. Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for as teams down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Foles. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a... Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert him.
Go!
Now Foles. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, run!
ETN up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jacksonville.
And they'll go again with ETN. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 170 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Alert! Alert! Jack! Panther! Bring it! Chap alert! Chap alert! Rocco switch! Rocco switch!
Well, this was not just the open. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Richardson looking to throw this. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Cowboy 80!
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
Looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Richardson looking to throw this. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. More than one one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.